Haunted.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Retro, it's going to be Mihu the Great versus herO here in a TVZ of epic proportions sent to me by RJB. Top left, it is our Terran player. It is Mihu the Great, the best Chinese Terran player in the world. And in the bottom left, it is herO, one of the best Zerg players in the world, man. He did an excellent job facing off against Maid last Saturday. He was down by, I want to say, half? Like it was 70 supply to 140 supply. The Terran player had 140 supply. herO had 70, and then he came back and won. So do not count herO out of a game. Even if he's down bad, he will find a way to get back into the game and win. So, Mihu the Great here, a great Terran player. We will see if he mixes in some tanks. We will see if herO mixes in some Hydralisks. Super fun stuff here on the channel here today. Hit that like button if you're excited for a TVZ featuring these two players. I'm excited. You can tell I am hyped. We've got Terra the Overlord moving out. We've got ourselves a barracks. Not a proxy barracks, just a walling off barracks here. So no proxies in the early game here. We have an overpool here from our guy herO. Just being safe, just being somewhat economical. Just, you know, you never know when somebody's going to pull the boys on you, right? Especially on a 4-player map, because you have no idea where they are, and scouting with an Overlord takes so long, and scouting with a drone just takes so long, and is an economic hurt, an economic pain for your economy here. I think that's redundant, but that's a-okay. Look at this. Scouting anyway here. SCV scouting. And if you want merch with Steve the SCV, check it out at falconpaladin.store. Link in the description. Run! Run, Daryl the drone! Yes, run indeed. The Marine is out. But it's not a proxy. Well, I guess it's a little bit of a proxy here. But it's an overpool, so herO is not concerned about it. The spawning pool is done. We've got Lings on the way. No chance for a bunker to be created on herO's main base or in his natural base here. And the Marine knows it, and he's going back home. So, pretty standard TVZ opening here. Mihu was hoping to get some Marine pressure on herO, but it was an overpool, so nope. Oh my gosh, how many Lings are that? How many Lings are this? How many Lings is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... and a 7, 8. 8 Lings here. 8 slow Lings, but yep, pulling back the barracks to complete the wall off here at the natural base. And 2 Marines behind a hard wall. Well, not a hard wall, but hard enough. Sends these Lings back home. So herO did make a mistake here. He made too many Lings and did not get damage with them. I mean, maybe we can kill this SCV, but third base on the way here from herO. And what's this SCV doing? What is he doing here? Supply depot? Academy? Supply depot. So we're setting up for a bit of a macro game here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe, man. I'm almost at 69,000 subs. How cool is that? Like, how cool is Falcon is almost at 69K on his sub count. If you haven't subbed yet, feel free. If you have, thank you. Thanks for being a subscriber. Hitting the like button also helps the channel with the algorithm as well. We know how the algorithm works, don't we? Well, somewhat. Somewhat. It's this giant cat and mouse game between content creators on YouTube and YouTube being like, we'd like to reward certain things with the algorithm, but we don't want people to game the algorithm, right? We don't want people figuring out how the algorithm works and then doing stuff to take advantage of it. We just want it to naturally promote the stuff we want it to promote. But it's tough. You got to go back and forth and up and down and left and right, and it's a tug of war for sure. Anyway, yeah, these Lings, herO wishes he didn't have these Lings, I guarantee. Although, he just made 4 more. So I take it back. herO absolutely is thankful he has these Lings, because he's going for a Ling bust. I disagree with it. Speed is done. Again, it's not a hard wall. If you can kill a Marine, you can create a gap for Lings to run through here, but That's 8 Marines, sir. That is 8 Marines behind a wall. 2 more just showed up. I disagree. And if all you want to do is jump on the Marines when they come out and come into the map and try to kill you, you don't need this many Lings this early. Oh, where's the Spire? Is he going to go Lurker Bust? I mean, it takes forever to get Lurkers out. There's the Spire left side in the natural. We'll see if the Terran can scan that out or not. Engineering Bay coming in. He's got the Academy rolling with the Stim. If Stim finishes, this is definitely not breakable. Look at him. 2 groups. 1 group here. 1 group here. This is crazy. This is a crazy thing. I don't like how many Lings there are. So he tries to move out, but like he's got medics. He's got a giant number of Marine heroes going for it. But really good positioning. No way. No way. Medics in the front. Lings can't quite get any kind of surface area. Oh, that was terrible. That was a terrible attack from herO. He killed a couple Marines, but he lost what? 16, 18 Zerglings there? Oh, hurry. Throw up Sunkens. The counterattack could be pretty dangerous, especially if Stim is done. And guess what? Stim is done now. 3 Sunkens to the natural base, 2. His Ling group died, accomplishing almost nothing. Scans in, sees the lair, doesn't see a Hydra Den or a Spire, but continues to work under the assumption it is a Spire, right? We're going to build turrets. Yes, we are. That's a turret making SCV right there. And that's a 3 sunken setup here. So high ground, especially with 3 Sunkens, is tough to bust up. Is he going to try it as a question? Another scan into the 3rd base, sees what's there, says, maybe the natural base we can get in. Bonk. Bonk. And 8 Mutalisks are in production. No upgrades for these boys. Not giving them a +1 attack or a Carapace upgrade, but, you know, could get one here shortly. It's 10. Wow. We get 10 Mutas out at a pretty decent time, even after all those Lings were produced and died. So, I mean, herO making it look easy here, folks. But I'm telling you, if I did this, if I followed his exact build, I would have Mutas at, like, 12 minutes. It would be sad. So, the Mutas jumping into the main base here. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, SCV building a turret dies. Mutas. Nope. Don't want to engage with the Marines, with the Stim, with the range. With the medic support. Absolutely not. Queen's Nest. Yes. Over here in this group of buildings that are coming up at the same time. Hydra Den, Evo Chamber, and a Queen's Nest. Here at 7:41. All right, Terran is on defense mode now, right? There are too many Mutalisks out there for him to move out without the Mutas counterattacking. That turret at the wall would have been really nice to have, and that's why that SCV is trying to continue building it, but no, it gets killed by the Mutalisks. 10 Mutalisks out. A ground carapace upgrade for the Zerg, a +1 attack upgrade for the Marines. And a hive is getting started here at about 8 minutes. Not the fastest hive ever. Definitely not incredibly slow either. We've got 10 Mutas. Bop. Drones popping all over the place here. He is at a 39 at 40 worker count, which is good. He wants to get up to about 60, 65 on 4 bases. That's when Zerg gets really scary. And it sure seems like all Mihu's trying to do here is straight up all the time Marines, Fire Bats, Medics, and Science Vessels. He's got 2 Science Vessels in production. The Mutaflock is, again, not being given an upgrade, so this is not herO trying to go for all of the Mutalisks and all of the Lings today. Not something that needs to happen. But, man, getting a cancel on a Barracks is neat. Really even hasn't lost that many Mutas. He's got 10 Mutas here, and I think he had 10 Mutas when he came in. It's another scan, and he sees the hive timing. He sees Hydras coming out. He sees they don't have the speed upgrade. And he says, so probably not Hydra meta. Probably just going to turn these into Lurks. A couple macro hatches here inside the main. I'm really shocked that herO's not getting a 4th base right now. Right there would be cool. Maybe in the bottom right corner would be fine too. Lurkers, Defiler Mound. Going to catch and irradiate to these Mutas any moment now. If they go too deep in, or even if they don't go that deep in, could be a problem. Did lose one of the Mutas, the very heavily injured one. That's such an interesting part of the Terran soundtrack right there, wasn't it? Like the little What is that? Irradiate! Get him, boys! Wait, he didn't have Irradiate yet. What the? I assumed he had Irradiate because he was making, like, he already has 2 science vessels and another one's on the way. What the heck, man? Uh-oh, Mihu's late with Irradiate. That's not going to bode well for him. I love the Nidus to the 3rd base. Another Evo Chamber for further upgrades. That +1 Carapace is looking really hot. Yeah, I mean, hero's in a great position right now. Oh, we got some Wraiths on the way. Ooh, interesting. He is using some of his precious starport time to build Wraiths instead of science vessels. That's intriguing. They're getting the Irradiates off on the Lurkers. Mutas and Scourge dancing about to try to get on top of these guys so they can punch them in the face. Man, I saw Superman on Monday. This is the 1A. Like, I think you know what I'm talking about if you saw the movie, but did post a short with one of my thoughts about the movie on the channel yesterday. So, I mean, the Falcon's kind of branching out into movies and stuff. He'll still keep doing StarCraft. Don't you worry about that. I'm still here for that. I love it. It's not going anywhere, but I'm just kind of branching out into other things that I'm interested in. Others, I gotta go see movies. Scourge! Oh, the Wraiths both die to Mutalisks and Scourge as they try to join the rest of the group. That sucks! That sucks so much for Mihu the Great. Alright, Mihu. I'm gonna call you Mihu the okay right now. Split. Oh, they had an actually horrific split. Really terrible split by herO. So, I mean, that gotta make you feel good, right? If your splits aren't very good, you can say, well, herO screwed up that one time in that Falcon cast from back in July 2025. No one's perfect. Everyone's fallible. Plague's on the way. I don't know. I guess the Terran getting a 3rd base is nice for him. Zerg player still not having a 4th is also crazy amounts of nice for Mihu. So, I mean, if Mihu's going to win this game. Oh, it is Hydra meta, though. Look at this. We do have speed on the Hydras now. So it's going to be Hydra meta, which means we need to start seeing tanks. And yes, Siege Zont's on the way. Mihu knows how to respond to this. The Darkstorm Hydra is tough to deal with. If all you have is Marines, it turns out Plego! Irradiate! It's not as fun to say. It's just not as fun to say. At least in English. Maybe in Korean. Irradiate is a different word, and it's more fun to say. We got Lurkers, we got Hydras, we got Defilers. This is it. This is the comp that hero's decided to go with here today. He's got Mutas to try to maybe snipe down some Plagued Science Vessels, like the one we're seeing right here. There you go. Without the Dark Swarm and the Lurker, the Hydra dies to Stim Marines. In equal cost. But, you know, if you're inside the Dark Swarm... Oh, or if the enemy is Plagued... Dude, this is so nice from herO. He is chasing these medics. Get the Plagued ones. Just target Plague medics. Don't worry about the Marines as much right now. I mean, I can kill these. There you go. One medic down. Science Vessels getting sniped by the Hydras is another reason the Hydras are so good in TVZ over the last couple of years. The meta shifts, the meta changes, and one of the reasons is because people are like, oh, Hydras are really good at dealing... With Science Vessels, Drop does take down a Nidus, going to take down the Defiler Mound too. These Hydras are not really responding to the engagement as much as they need to, because he's up here trying to bust into the 3rd base of Mihu, and he gets it. He breaks through, and then finally herO responds to this. Doesn't lose the Defiler Mound, does lose the Nidus. As you can see, the responding Nidus at the 3rd base went down too, but the 3rd base of Mihu is also dead. Ooh, ay caramba. This Mihu did get a decent drop off there. It's 36 drones remaining. Killed a bunch of workers, which was nice. Oh, that's a giant plague. Look at all that. That's as big as a group of dudes as you can plague, I think. And then denying this 3rd base. This is scrappy. I think it's a scrappy tag if we're on 3 base to 2 base at 15 minutes in a TVZ, right? The Terran doesn't have a 3rd base yet. Not feeling good about it. Speaking of scrappy, I posted it in our Artosis game yesterday. That features lockdown and is kind of awesome. Is there another drop down here that killed a ton of drones? Apparently there was, because there's no people on minerals here. No people, no drones. Drones are people too. Lurkers, burrow, and with the Hydra support, it's a symbiotic relationship, man. The Hydras don't do nearly as well without the Lurkers and vice versa. Lurker, there it is. Great Dark Swarm. Where are the fire bats? Mihu the okay. I need you to be making fire bats here. Oh, Lurkers inside the Dark Swarm. Lings inside the Dark Swarm. Siege tanks. No Adrenalings, mind you. Adrenal would be good to have, but I mean, it's a lot of Hydra Lurkers, so I understand not getting Adrenal through your Lings necessarily. You can still kill a tank with non-Adrenal Lings. I mean, it's a secret. Ooh. But you can do it. Another plague. Another drop. My gosh, the drop of the natural base killed 5 or 6 drones. Drop it in. This color is so similar to the mineral color on the minimap. It is throwing me, but you know that. At the main base, Marines behind the mineral line. No drones. It's not safe here. He thought he could. No, he thought he was going to be able to clear this out, but no, he didn't. Now he's down to 17 drones. And the why are you sending overlords to die? What is going on, herO? herO in a struggle bus of emotion right now. He's going to clear it out now, but he's at 17. This is the situation he was in. He was in this situation on Saturday on the channel, down 50% of supply to Maid, and he came back and won. Can he do it here against Mihu? I don't know. My gosh, the fire bats at the front against the Lings coming in. They target fire. Well, they kind of attacked the Spire, then they went after the Hydra Den, and then there you go. So he does get the Hydra Den and the Spire. Oh, no. Oh, no. These drops are fantastical and wonderful. 121 to 60 supply. herO trying to fight in. These guys are plagued, so they will be killed. But not after getting so much of the tech here. It's insane. Third base finally getting tossed up by our guy Mihu. Bam. Fourth base is happening as well. Got some SCVs he needs to put to work. Where is the fourth base? Where is the fourth base from our guy herO? He's like, I need to replace my tech, Falcon. I need a new Hydra Den. I need to get Adrenal for my Lings. That would be rad. I need to replace my drones. Back up to 39. From 17 to 39 drones in about 60 seconds, folks. That is the power of Zerg. That is it. That is the power of Zerg. They're weak in a lot of ways. They're fast in other ways. They can rebuild drones really fast in other ways, too. And that is how this is balanced out. It's some incredible work by some game developers in 1998 working for Blizzard that this game is still awesome in 2025. Insane. So gets a plague on the science vessels. Look. And once again, if herO needs to start coming back, he needs to start coming back. But if he does it, it's going to be through things like plagues. As Tastosis calls it, it's plague grinding. You plague the enemy, take their HP away, drain the medics of their energy. It's generally more considered to be a thing you do against Protoss, because Protoss can't regain the HP they lose from plague, so it's better there, but it's still pretty good here against SK Terran and against mech and stuff that can regain their HP, but it drains money on the mech units and it drains medic energy on the biological units. Hoorah. So, man, what do I say about drops? Like, how is Mihu the Great at all in this position without drops? I don't think he is. But he got him. He killed. There we go. Radiates. 145 to 83 supply. Still just tossing down irradiates here. Coming up the right side with some Lings. Into a base that is not all that defended. Oh, friggin' Mihu the Great. Mihu the okay. He's like, well, I was going to build barracks and then build Marines, and then that would defend the fourth base. It's like, okay, but that takes a while, man. You got to have something there now in case Lings show up. Ooh, 20 more Lings in production. He's like, all right, Ling counterattacks appear to be good. Let's keep that going. Going to shut down an entire base for Mihu. 150 to 99 supply. Yeah, I mean, this is giving me deja vu. Like, it is so similar to the game that he had against Maid that he won. I don't know if he can pull this off, though, man. Well, I mean, Dark Swarm Lurker Plague is pretty good, as Sulky has showed us time and time again recently, winning 4 straight ASLs. Just Dark Swarm Plague Lurker. Dark Swarm Plague Lurker. One lurker inside a Dark Swarm. You can irradiate it, but that's about all you can do. You can't kill it with anything else. If you are, well, a Yamato, I guess, can do it too. We'll see. We'll see if our guy, Mihu, wants to get into battle cruisers. He does clear out this stuff in the top right, so he doesn't lose the 4th base. Dark Swarm's popping up in the middle of the map again. Hydra's dying. Well, I think he got consumed, actually. Never mind. Hydra died to consume. A friendly fire on that one. Metasynaptic Node is on the way. Plague is up. Attack up into the top right with 3 lurkers and a Defiler, man. Nice Plague. This is chaotic right now. I don't know. Not sure that Mihu even needs this 4th base to win. Engage. Okay, Lings die, but that buys time for the lurkers to get in with the Dark Swarm. The Irradiates come in. A Plague on the Science Vessels again, but there's no follow-up to that. Couple SCVs die, but 3-kill lurker is okay, but not like game-endy here. Non-adrenaling continuing to go bot, 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 bot. And where is the Mutalisk for these plagued science vessels? Look at this group. All plagued. Coming up, though. Hang on a second. Hydra's just eating smaller numbers of siege tanks. Still no adrenal on these. Lings keeps making them. And again, Falcon, you can kill stuff without adrenalings. It's fine. Yeah, it looks like he's heading top right to maybe try to take down this 4th base for once and for all. He's made some good inroads into it previously, but not so much killing it entirely here. Plague him. Dark Swarm up the ramp. There you go. Dark Swarm means you run. And attacking into attempt at a 4th base on the left side here by herO. He does get an egg on the ramp to block it. Another Dark Swarm at the top of the ramp, though, by herO. Up here in the top right. Is there enough? I think there's enough Terran here. The Fire Bats inside the Dark Swarm are doing tons of work. Get up, Frank the Fire Bat. Get him, Guy Montag. 4th base. This is huge. If hero's going to win this game, this 4th base is the key to his victory. Beyond a key. It is everything that he could ever want in his life. Okay, more lurkers. No defilers at this 4th base, importantly. Oh, he's setting up. 115 to 157 supply. herO expanding bottom right, too. Is like, if I can't hold this 9 o'clock, I might be able to hold on to the bottom right, which would be good. I need it. Surround time! As the Zerg player springs his trap. Lurkers on the left side. Dark Swarm, Hydra's on the right side. Tanks try to get splash damage on inside that Dark Swarm. He is. But there aren't that many of them. Another plague on the Science Vessels. Is every Science Vessel plagued? Yes, every Science Vessel is plagued. Where is that Mutalisk? Can he save the hatch? A drop comes in. He didn't put all of his eggs into this attack basket. He drops and kills the 4th base. Massive win. But again, remember, herO has the bottom right base here for a 4th, so it's even base count. It's not a third. herO's not stuck on 3 bases. My goodness. More drops, dude. Just drop them like crazy. They look like minerals on the mini-map. Drones dying. Marines dying. Medics dying. 55 to 51 total. Worker count now in favor of Mihu. The Great, who would attack down the right side, is genius. Who he scans and finds the base. Where's the Nidus? The Nidus pops well in time. Trying to retake the 9 o'clock and simultaneously defend the bottom right now is herO. He's got a Nidus, so it's not a problem. He should be okay. Unless he's just not paying attention, which can happen sometimes. When he sends some dudes across the map, Fire Bats against Hydras, even outside of Dark Swarm, are surprisingly kind of okay. Yeah, look at him go. Taking out a couple Hydras for a couple Fire Bats. That's a great trade for the Terran. It is. Fire Bat. Oh, the stacked up drones. Evac. Evac. Good micro. Getting the drones out of there for the Fire Bat not to roast them up. And as I said, this attack gets shut down. This base is alive. Science Vessel keeping an eye on it, though. Mihu knows that it is there. 134 to 103 supply. Dude, this is what herO does. This is what herO does, apparently. I mean, look, he's not doing this against Light. He's not doing this against Rush or Sharp. He's doing this against Mihu the Great, who's never won an ASL, right? Never really made it to the semifinals of an ASL either. So it's an impressive, probable win here from herO at this stage. But it's not like the greatest game I've ever seen. He's not doing this against Flash, you know? That would be amazing. The Matrix Fire Bat, top of the ramp. Ooh, just kidding, bottom of the ramp. We're leaving now. Like another drop here would be pretty good. I mean, if you can unload right here without herO jumping on it as it's unloading, maybe too much to ask, though. Maybe too much to ask. Another plague. What else is new? We're getting plagues up the wazoo. I'm freaking Dr. Seuss lately. I don't know why. Hey, look. Wait, is that a... Did he just walk up the ramp and do that? Hang on a second. Guys, this attack is not cleaned up. There are 3 Marines here. 48 workers is not 50 workers, is not 60 workers. These lings are still not Adrenalings. I'm telling you, I am telling you, it's another example of a Zerg player that doesn't get Adrenal and might end up losing the game as a result. Radiates on Defilers. There's an unirradiated Defiler down here. The top of this ramp is going to be really tough to break, even with siege tanks. Again, that's why drops are so important. 54 to 47 workers in favor of Mihu here. We can red versus blue this, huh? We'll leave the colors for y'all. I know you guys like colors. Big drop right on top of Hydras. Remember when I was like, maybe you don't want to do it if there are Hydras sitting here, but he says, no, it's fine. The water's great. Wow. Huge drop on that 9 o'clock. Gonna kill it again easily. Here's that Defiler. He was not ready to get a Dark Swarm down, and wow, what a drop. Mihu's just got too much stuff, and he's continuing the drops. They are insanely effective. These Hydras are going to die. Science Vessel goes down. They fall back. The Dark Swarm pops up. There we go. I mean, probably could have got a Fire Bat in there. Maybe he thought he was going to die before that, but look at this. Mining out, mining out, mining out. One mining base. 1.5 here. Nice Plague. Oh, that was bait. And another base is up. A non-Adrenaling's in here trying to shut the whole base down by himself, which, I mean, no attack upgrades for these Lings, no Adrenal for these Lings. 0 attack non-Adrenal Lings are just not anything to worry about. Not at 27 minutes if you're a Terran who has any kind of upgrade scheme at all. That said, once again, he's forced to fall back. He's grouping up. He's continuing to pump the Marines. He's just got tanks to handle stuff like Hydras at the top of a ramp, maybe. I kind of feel like a full transition into mech here would probably work. Just because herO has no kind of a bank to get into a ton of queens, and it takes forever for queens to come out. And if you have enough tanks, the Hydras just die. In Dark Swarm or not, they just die. But if you have 2 siege tanks, not so much. Okay, so I like this. He's got 6. If you can get all of the 6 siege tanks in one position, you can get a lot of work done. Drop in the bottom right. Oh, I don't know that herO knows this is happening. He's not making troop movements like he does. Snipe the Nidus, snipe the Nidus, snipe the Nidus, snipe the Nidus. He snipes the Nidus. Beautiful target firing. He knew. He knew the most dangerous thing in this game. More Dark Swarm pushing the tanks away up the middle of the map. This base is going to die. Then attack into the top right has Dark Swarm and a Lurkers at the 5th base of Mihu, but not enough. herO! GG's out, and Mihu the Great is our winner here today. This is why drops are good. I harp on it every time, but it's because it's true. You take this exact same game, and Mihu is the exact same player with the same macro, the same micro, the same game sense, and he doesn't drop a single time he loses this game. He loses it. He killed bases with drops. This one twice. This one was huge, dropping into the main base. The natural base, when he sniped out the Hydra Den and the Spire, massive drops. Getting so much work done. If you're not dropping as Terran and TVZ and you're going SK Terran, what are you doing? You're doing it wrong, in my opinion. Impressive win here from Mihu. Yeah, a little bit sloppy. Didn't defend the fourth base as much as he could have, but he didn't lose it. He's probably going to lose this thing, but the game ended before he did. So, hey, that's a win. And never really won an engagement out here because herO's Dark Swarm, Plague, Lurker, Hydra, Defiler control was just too good. It's just too good. That's okay. I mean, if you can't deal with that, then go around it. Go around it. Use your drops, you know? Man. All right. Well, I mean, that's how you win, right? That's how you win. Drops. And the Zerg player is going to die. That's it. Not every time, but man, it helps you so much. I'm not even sure what else to say about this game. That's it in a nutshell. The drops were big. Not enough Scourge to snipe down dropships. Not enough Mutos to snipe down dropships. Hydra's not in position to kill those dropships either. And sometimes there were Hydras, but not enough. Like at the death of this 9 o'clock man. I mean, that was... I thought the Hydras would be able to do something against that drop, and they were not. They just died. So, GG, man. What a great game. Mihu the Great has regained his name. 204,000 to 196,000 points in favor of Mihu. herO outproducing, getting outkilled by fairly similar numbers, which isn't great if you're herO. 12 to 4 buildings raised in favor of the Terran in a TVZ that's 30 minutes long. Yeah, you never did much damage, did ya? Did ya, herO? Not on the other side of the map, and the outspend by herO is there, but it's not enough. Simply not enough. So, GG, man. That fourth base was late, and then it was under fire the whole time, and that was it. That's a GG. So that's gonna be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. Check me out at falconpaladin.store. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.